First and foremost, I want to give Ohio U a lot of credit. They got a good team. I mean, the final score I don't think was very indicative of the game. With 11 minutes to go, it was a nip and tuck game. They did a great job. Saul Phillips is a terrific coach, and Jason Carter and Kirk and those guys, man, they create a lot of challenges out there to get stops, and they did a great job. And I thought defensively they did a really nice job as well. But I was really proud of our group for sticking with it, sticking together through some adversity, and going on the run late like we did. And I thought zone and man kind of mixing it up, going back and forth was really good for us, and really proud of Paul Scruggs for stepping up with Quentin being out tonight. I think he finished with 8 assists, 4 turnovers. I thought he did a great job for us, just kind of being in command, and we need that from this group. And I thought we did a really good job overall of really sharing the basketball. Again, proud of our group for sticking with it and fighting through some adversity. Like I said, I feel like we beat a really good Ohio U team.
Travis, do you have any update on Tyreek following that fall and head injury?
I don't yet. I'm gonna go see him here in a minute. I spoke with him very briefly when I saw him. Obviously I think he's in pain. Again, I don't know yet, so I'll find out here probably in the next hour or so.
Did you expect Quentin to possibly go until late today, or did you know that you'd have to kind of retool and account for him not being well enough to play?
Q's been sick, and again he was sick. I think even at probably the game on Saturday last weekend. I think he was sick on Sunday, he was sick on Monday, sick on Tuesday. So he hasn't practiced the last few days. He tried to go and shoot around today. But again, he just didn't feel up to it. And again, he's the only person who knows his body. It's like I told him, I would love him to play, but at the same time, I don't want him to do anything that's going to put him in harm's way. But I was really proud of our guys for stepping up.
As you mentioned, I think with 10:47 left, something like that, you guys are leading 56-54, closed the game on a 26-7 run. Those last 10 minutes, what did you think it was? Like, what stood out to you that allowed you guys to get going like that?
I think first and foremost, I think mixing up defenses was good for us, Adam. I think going back to 2-3 zone, I thought it was good for a while. I thought it kind of slowed them down, and then I think they got a little bit of a beat on that. Then we went back to man, and we went back to zone. I thought that they broke their rhythm a little bit offensively. And then I think on the offensive end for us, we started posting Paul a lot. Towards the last 11, 12 minutes of the game. And, Paul's a really talented player down there. He's a unique guy. He's a guard, but he can really post up. He commands a lot of attention. If it's one-on-one down there, he's probably either going to score or get fouled. And then if you trap, you're going to get a 3 like Kyle did, got a wide open 3, or get a drop off to Tyreek or Zach. He can really pass out of the post as well. And I thought those were the 2 big reasons, changing defenses, and Paul really posted up.
When you got a chance to talk to your guys, what was the conversation like after this game?
Proud. Again, it's next man up mentality. Again, one guy goes out, it's not the end all be all. It is what it is. We love Q. Q's a great player. And we love to have him out there, obviously, but at the same time, those next man up, no excuses, no explanations. So those guys, I thought, did that. Thought everybody, again, stuck with it, even when things weren't necessarily going well, when things were nip and tuck. Our huddles were still good. They were still tight, which I thought was good, which I mentioned yesterday in the press conference. I wanted to see how our group would respond, and I thought we responded the right way.
Coach, with Quentin out today, Paul took over the 1 spot, but also in the second half, Najee also kind of ran the point a little bit. Does that kind of speak to the versatility that this team has? Yeah,
Najee, he may be 6'7", but he can really handle the ball for a kid his size, and he uses, whether he's bringing the ball up or not, probably really doesn't matter, but we're going to use him in playmaking situations a lot, because he can really drive the ball and pass the ball. But we have a lot of versatile guys. Kyle Castlin's versatile. He does a lot of things out there. Even Keontae, I think as he continues to get more and more comfortable, is a very versatile guy. So we try to recruit that just so in case a guy does go down, we can still cover up a lot of spots.
How would you assess the team's off-the-ball vision and communication defensively in this game?
Not bad. Better. I would tell you that, Shannon. Much, much better. We're getting better in that area. And again, I thought we showed some growth. I thought against Oakland we gave up 4 wide open 3s in the first half against them that, again, there was no action. It was just gave them 12 points. Again, they made the shots, but like, you know, they gave them open ones. And I don't think they got too many open ones. They got one late on a little set play that they ran late. That was a heck of a play by Saul Phillips. But again, I thought overall much, much better. Saw a lot of improvement in that area, and we got to continue, though, to grow.
Travis, how do you feel about your team's back here?
I'm sorry.
How do you feel about your team's growth going into what is obviously a very big game on Saturday for this team?
Yeah, you know, I feel good. I feel like we're getting better. Obviously, we got to get healthy. We got to stop being, you know, get guys healthy. That's bigger more than anything. But I do think we're getting better and better and better. And obviously, it's a big game. You know, I mean, it's one of the best games in college basketball. You know, I've been at Ohio State, and I was at Indiana. You know, the rivalry games for them is Indiana versus Purdue, Ohio State versus Michigan. There's nothing like Xavier versus Cincinnati. There's nothing. And our guys are going to be excited to play. We have a lot of new guys that don't know how it is to even play there. Najee Marshall's never been there. Paul Scruggs has never been there. Elias Harden, all of our new guys. But it's going to be a great opportunity and a great game.
You've been a part of the rivalry, but you've never been the head coach in it. Do you anticipate maybe some different feelings going into the game than you've had in the past?
I don't think so. I mean, I think when you're a coach, man, whether you're an assistant coach, video coordinator, director of basketball operations, you do everything in your power to win the game. And you're focused on the present, whether it's that 4-minute war. That's how we break down every single game. It's about winning that possession, winning that war, and again, embracing it, man. Like I said, I tell all our guys, it is a player's game. Don't look at the bench. You cannot flinch. Have fun, compete. It'll be a game that you remember for the rest of your life. That's it? Oh, Andy. That's all right. Came in there last second, man.
You've given up like 55, 63, and 61 the last 3 games. Are you happy with the defensive trend? Is that those numbers, are they meaningful to you?
Yeah, so, you know, again, it's not necessarily about points per game for us. It's more about the defensive efficiency number. And, you know, I think our DER tonight was .84, which is right where it needs to be. And again, I think zone was good for us a little bit, man-to-man. I think our man is getting better. I'm seeing some growth in that. But I think our communication's getting better. It's like I tell our guys all the time, you can always hear a good defensive team. And the thing that creates connectivity out there defensively is communication. You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, Andy, but like, I can't mind read. I can't tell, you know, I can't tell what another guy's thinking. And so the only way you know what he's thinking is if he's talking to you, right? And that creates that connection. I think our group has gotten a lot better over the last 2 weeks in talking, being more connected defensively. And I think that's a big reason why our numbers are going down.
Is your goal top 30 in defensive efficiency? Is that attainable this year?
It is. You know, it's a long season. We're going to play against a lot of great opponents like you see. You know, it's going to give us an opportunity to get it down that low. So when you play against good opponents and you do a good job, yeah, you can really get that ranking up there. And you need to be in order to be a good team. Thanks.